more shots. For 11187.
Yo. What's up, everybody? Yeah, I ain't expect this live to be too long. I don't even really expect too many people to be in here. But yeah, what's up, chat? What's up, everybody? We're doing pre-trial motions today. We got the judge on the panel. We got judge, I guess they want to go by Beast, and we have the defendant's lawyer, uh, Warrior, and I'm the prosecutor, Fat Boy.
Yes,
I
Judge
have some
Beast.
I have some motions I want to put into play on what will be allowed during the trial and what shouldn't be allowed. Um, and I decided to do it live because pretty much I want to make this fair as possible. Fair as possible. I think we got the best judge possible who's going to be neutral.
Mm-hmm.
I believe he's going to be neutral, and I want to win the case. You know what I'm saying? I really do want to win this case. I think Ty should be in YouTube prison for the next couple years. At least 20 years.
Well, it's up for the jury to decide.
Right. That's my personal opinion. She is a murderer.
Judge, this is very leading.
Yes.
Leading.
Listen. That's not how we're gonna start off.
I'm sorry.
You can file your motions. We can go over your motions, and we'll make some decisions. How about that?
Okay. All right. The first motion I want to try to get in play is I want a motion to subpoena the defendant for any clips or anything. So I need to see the clips before the trial.
Yes, you will turn over any and all evidence that you think's going to be admitted, correct?
Yeah, I needed all of that.
I'm speaking to Miss Warrior.
Yes, I'll forward everything over once we go over it with my client. We'll go over. But as far as her taking the stand, we haven't decided whether she's going to take the stand or not.
Well, yes, the standard precaution. We'll wait till the end.
So, okay, now if I want to subpoena her, like, what do I have to do to get her to take the stand?
Well, you can't. This is her trial. You have the burden, and she has the choice not to incriminate herself, and it cannot be used against her.
Oh, okay. Because okay. This is like my first case I ever done. Yeah, she's gonna go down for murder. I'm gonna let you know. Now any information I have to give to the defendant. The defendant also, right?
Any and all evidence that you plan to use.
Okay. And can we have a limit to how many witnesses come up on either side?
No, it's whatever helps you win your case. Either side, they have the right to bring up whatever they want to. Now, if it's irrelevant, then no, they will not come up.
Now, what it would be deemed irrelevant, because I feel like the defendant's going to bring up a whole bunch of irrelevant people, and I don't want to sit here all day listening to their accounts of several things that didn't happen.
Well, they would only be able to defend what's brought up against them.
Okay.
That would be their only fight.
Okay, because my whole thing is she's supposed to be trying to disprove what I'm bringing, what the YouTube streets are bringing.
Yes.
To the case, but the thing is, I feel like, I want to make sure they don't, they won't go too far on the deceased, because they're not here to speak for themselves. So I don't want to be.
We respect the dead, any and all forms of the dead.
Okay.
Let me hear from Ms. Warrior.
Well, Judge, I asked that you set some type of deadline for discovery, because we don't even have any type of discovery to find out why these charges was even brought against my client. There was no indictment or anything. I don't have any information.
When is the trial date set for?
This trial date is set for supposed to be Monday. But your client was served via email.
You need to turn over discovery by tomorrow at noon.
Okay. Tomorrow noon. Okay. On a Saturday.
Give her plenty enough time to read over it.
Okay. No, because well, she had to read over since she's here.
For you both.
Well, Judge, I think this defendant, I don't know what she is. She's being not genuine in what she's saying. She's here. She
Well,
wouldn't have not been here.
you've led the conversation the entire time, sir.
Hmm.
So,
we don't have any. I'm here to defend my client. Anything that my client gets into legally, I'm going to represent her. Period. But at the end of the day, I need to know why these charges was brought against her. What evidence was used to grant this trial?
Your client. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Listen, you need to address me.
Right. And Judge, I had put in I tried to subpoena her for for DNA evidence and everything, but they have not reached out to me, so I don't know what to do about that. We do have the weapon.
Both of you have the deadline of tomorrow at noon to exchange information. I have another order of matter. I'm not going to sit here and talk about discovery the entire time.
Okay, I'm sorry.
We need to place a gag order on both sides. I see that the defendant, there's been a complaint against the defendant for still posting videos.
Can we stop that? Because I think she's just like trying to rub in her crime on social media.
I will speak with my client about that. There will be no more videos posted until the trial is over.
Listen, you see, we got her in the chat. What I'm supposed to do about her in the chat? Look what she put in the chat. Look at this.
She's got a freedom of speech, but I would ask that no more videos of deceased be posted until after trial.
Listen, she is gloating on social media about murder.
I will speak with my client about it.
Well, I'm ordering your client not to post any more videos until after the trial is finished. And if she does, I will hold her in contempt.
See, this is what I'm saying. We supposed to be at pre-trial motions, and
I
you're trying to
okay, Judge.
we get the gag on. Look at her in the chat now.
Mr. Fedboy, you need to address me.
I'm sorry. It's real triggering. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Any other matters
that Judge, the prosecutor just said that he's very triggered. I don't know if he's emotionally attached to this case, but I'm not sure if he's going to be able to try it.
Yes, this is standard matter, sir. Are you emotionally attached to this?
I'm not emotionally attached, but I can't have the defendant.
Do we need to have your second seat as lead?
No.
Okay.
No. I'm getting it together. I'm sorry. I'm getting it together. Right. I'm sorry.
We got trial on Monday. About time to get this over with.
Oh my God. See. Judge.
I don't know what you're saying. If you see anything, you need to send them over to my office and we will go over them.
They keep this chat up. They like to get rid of chats and stuff, and things happen. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna ignore her. I'm not gonna ignore her in the chat. But all I'm gonna say is just, can we get like because the person is deceased, so I don't know. I'm limited. If there was a live or whatever that happened, I have seen a spirit coming around. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But they have moved on to the other side, so I have to prove that Ty murdered him. And where do I send the email and the information to you of the murder, like the murder weapon?
Do you have a murder weapon?
Yes, we have a mouse and we have a Samsung cell phone.
Okay.
Okay, you can send it to warrior@gmail.com.
Warrior@gmail. Okay, because I want her fingerprints we're trying to get the actually Candy said that the fingerprints.
But the labs have turned over any and all results, correct?
No, she hasn't. She refused.
Trial is from Monday. Trial is
right.
Monday.
And she has until 12 o'clock tomorrow to submit her DNA evidence. So we can get this on the road.
You said that you have fingerprints. I mean, what markings are
No. I misspoke. Judge, I misspoke, Judge. Listen, I misspoke. Okay? I misspoke. I was trying to say that I want to get her DNA. You know what I'm saying? Her DNA so we can match the fingerprints on the murder weapon.
You want her to volunteer her DNA?
I'm subpoenaing the court. This is for her to do it. I can't force her to do anything.
I'm gonna sign off on that. He needs her DNA.
Yeah. Because we have visual evidence, but I want physical evidence of this murder.
But Judge, how is that legal? Like, how is she going to?
For me to ask her to submit her DNA so that we can say if it's her DNA, yes or no?
Right. Because I thought it was only if the DNA was already in the system that they had to compare to. Doesn't he have to have, what evidence does he
You need
have?
to give what fair argument do you have that I shouldn't collect this DNA?
Because he hasn't even submitted one piece of evidence to show that she's did it. It's like
Yes, I
So,
he's
sir,
have.
you've
accusing
never
her.
turned over the mouse or the Samsung phone?
I can't turn on everything without the DNA evidence because once I prove it's her, we can do both at the same time.
He want the DNA first.
I should have her DNA.
Not first. That's the way you could just go around asking for everybody's DNA
Okay, so
right
hold on.
away.
No, because I don't want to send you the mouse and the Samsung cell phone where you can compromise,
Yes, the chain of custody needs to be. She needs to show up at the lab sometime today, for the next 12 hours, and submit her DNA.
Right.
Judge.
And can you ask the defendant's lawyer to please watch her tone? I have not gotten loud.
Counsel has been speaking just fine.
Listen.
As I said, you've led the conversation the entire time.
Okay. Well, is there anything the defendant wants? Because right now it's just like I feel
Is there
like
anything that you need to bring my attention to, Miss Warrior?
Yes, I would like for the media coverage to be limited in the courtroom.
Yes. We are only allowing the cameras from a group called OCOV to be there.
Okay.
Is there any objection to that?
No, there's no objection. And I also want to add to that motion because I agree with it.
Okay.
And any playbacks or rebuttals or anything will be stricken down.
That's usually how it goes. That's usually how the game goes.
Okay.
I agree to that.
You agree with that? Okay.
Yeah, I'll personally do the reporting. And
can I get a gag order on? I want to put in a gag, not a gag order. I want to limit the social media use of the defendant Ty Roll with Oko. Can I get to limit her social media presence?
Well, she has a gag order not to post about the deceased already. That's for all parties, including you.
Okay, and can she please, if she does post, can she please lose by default?
No.
It depends on how far the post will go, but we will make a ruling if she violates the order.
But Judge, why wouldn't she just be found in contempt? Why would she have to lose her case?
It depends on how far she goes. Like if she was to post the deceased in a bed with a oxygen on, that's a little far.
Okay, so what if we was to post a video of the deceased dancing?
Then we would hold her into contempt for 30 days.
I don't want that. Can we get a gag order on that video because that video was predated? It was predated.
No, it was actually post dated.
Is it relevant to this case?
It's absolutely relevant.
The gag order is for every type of post.
It's
every
relevant.
Type of post.
Actually, we don't plan on posting it, but I will be submitting it into evidence.
Yes. You plan on getting it admitted. I understand.
Right. And I also I want to serve the court notice that we plan to present an alternate theory of the crime.
Alternate theory?
Absolutely.
What would that entail?
We can talk about it now.
It's an alternate theory of the crime. Meaning that we think something else happened.
If that is your defense, that is your defense, but it has to be relevant to the prosecution's.
Well, once I see if the prosecution only has a mouse in a key in a cell phone that we don't have anything tying that cell phone to my client at all. But if by chance it is attached to her, then we will go from there. But we have evidence to show that other people could have committed this same crime, even the client herself. I don't know, the victim herself.
As long as it's relevant to the prosecution story, then of course we will allow.
Okay.
But the prosecution does not have to turn over their case to you into totality of what they're going to fight for in court.
Yes, and can I get I want to subpoena the court for when Todd does appear that night, not to have a ponytail, because I feel like that would antagonize and try to sway the jury.
Absolutely not, Judge. I totally disagree with that.
I disagree
don't
with
think
that
her
too,
appearance-
sir. A ponytail is a regular ponytail that 100 out of 100 females wear.
Thank you, Judge.
Now, prosecutor, if you're going to be trying to put in orders and motions like this, then we're going to need to go back to step one. Are we ready to go to trial on Monday?
Listen, I just want this to be fair. I don't want to go. Listen, I'm ready to go.
How can you antagonize the dead? Excuse my language.
Because I feel it's not antagonizing her. It's her family, her YouTube family, whatever family she has. I feel like
that
there's.
would like me to order her family not to wear a ponytail.
Well, if that's the case, they don't need to wear one either.
Sir, I can't order the family to do that.
Okay. Well, all right.
Just like I'm not ordering our defendant to do that. A ponytail is a regular hairstyle. It's not like she's got her name etched in her ponytail.
Well, I feel like you guys constantly antagonizes her. And I feel like you guys I just feel like it's subtle. I'm not gonna say
you guys.
What does it have to do with her?
You guys,
I'm sorry.
Are you speaking to your honor like that?
I'm sorry, Judge. I'm sorry. I'm going to respect the courtroom. I mean, the prosecution. I feel like both of the prosecution,
keep it cute and respectable.
Both of the people, not the prosecutor. I'm sorry, the defense. The people on the other side, I feel like they're going to feel attacked. I just feel like, the lawyer warrior
from a ponytail
and Ty would get on camera with a ponytail, and I don't feel like that'd be okay.
I think that's a decision that my client can make on her own, whether she wants to wear her hair in a ponytail.
I think so too. That would be like if she came in here in a belly shirt. Yes, it's not proper court attire, but if that's how she comes, that's how she comes. No, I'm not placing that order. I'm not granting that. That order has been denied.
Okay. Hold on. I have a couple more things.
Wait a minute. Can I would like to put in an order because I want to see the autopsy report so that we can see the actual cause of death. I will
that
also
hasn't been turned over to you yet.
No, I will also like a report of the murder scene. I want those reports as well.
It was death.
Are we ready to go Are we ready for trial on Monday?
I'm ready to go because I turned this over. I don't know
it
why.
Seems like I have been told you to turn over this paperwork.
I have turned it over already. This young lady, the lawyer warrior, whatever you want to call herself, she is.
Judge, I'm the attack.
No need to throw shots. No need to throw cheap shots at each other.
We're not throwing short.
We're all here for a job. We're all here for a job.
Right, and I'm here to convict that woman of murder. Okay.
Well, that is up for the jury, sir.
Okay, that's up for the jury. I'm not trying to say jury. I see the jury, and we got to have a proper jury selection.
No, that's not what we decided in chambers. What we decided in chambers is that the chat, whoever is in attendee that day, would be making a decision on whether they find the defendant guilty or not guilty of murder one of a Denise, aka Kissy Cat. What is it?
See, this is what I'm saying, Judge. You are being antagonistic with these names. This is not right.
I'm reading paperwork, sir.
Listen, I'm sorry.
This prosecutor seems to have something very personal against my client. They seem to be trying to jump.
I'm going to ask you to detach emotionally immediately, prosecutor. Detach emotionally immediately, prosecutor. Are you going to be able to try this case?
I'm going to try this case because I believe in right and I believe in justice.
All right.
Now, if the jury says she didn't do it,
it is up to the people of the jury, and they will have our utmost respect.
Now, what can I go about with appeals?
Appeal. That has nothing to do with trial right now, sir.
Okay, because I feel like we may can we get them sequestered at least? Can we get them sequestered?
No. There is no their life is not in danger. No, sir.
And
I mean, are you expecting the deceased to walk through the door or something, sir?
I'm expecting the deceased to walk through the door.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is her ghost came back. So I don't know what the hell is gonna happen that night.
All I'm saying is, are you expecting the deceased to walk through the door? Why would they need to be protected?
Because she
No,
gonna
I just
walk
want
through
to protect the family because I don't think
Let's
the family
talk one at
should-
a time. One mic. One mic.
I'm sorry. The family should be protected. It's not her, per se. It's the family.
The family has been under protection. They're fine.
Who do they need protection from? My client has not contacted anybody in that family.
They have been under
She
protection
is-
because that's what they asked for, ma'am. It has nothing to do with this case, nothing to do with this trial. That's
Now,
in a
can
total separate courtroom.
Okay, now can I get can I subpoena the defense? I want the defendant's record to be public about, her record to be public about all her other cases that she has going on.
I don't think that that's fair because that has nothing to do with this.
Do you have any case that is relatable to this case?
Yes, I have a couple of them. She has been on social media lately posting about awards, and other amongst other things.
Awards has something to do. Awards, how's awards related to a murder?
Listen, she gave. Okay, hold on.
Do I have to be any of her crimes that are relatable to this trial?
Yes, all of them.
All of them.
All of them.
Well, you had plenty of time to submit them, sir. Trial is Monday.
Listen, trial is Monday. I understand. Well, okay. Well, you know what? I see where you're going here. You guys.
Trial is Monday.
You guys. Well, see, so have I feel like this was.
So yes, if you can get them submitted to me, and I can make a decision the morning of or right prior to trial, that's fine.
This is a setup.
But get them submitted over to me.
The prosecution is already saying that it's a setup. He's doing conspiracy theories, and he has this emotional attachment. I'm not
emotionally attached.
On trial.
I'm not emotionally attached. I am defending a dead woman's honor. Okay, that's what I'm doing. She's no longer here to defend herself. Now you guys are gonna act like
Mr. Fatboy. I'm sorry. Please detach emotionally. I understand. The life of some woman is in your hands, but we have to detach emotionally.
I'm trying.
Thank you. I don't know if you need to count to 10 and take 3 deep breaths.
I need to breathe because I get it really bothers me that the defendant knows her client murdered her and she just
excuse me. That is improper.
I'm sorry.
Count to 10 and take 3 deep breaths.
I would like to also ask the court to grant my client an order of protection because she has been receiving death threats all over the social media and through the phone systems and through the mail and everywhere else. And
is she currently being held?
Is she being held in custody?
Yes. Is she currently in custody?
No, she's out on bond right now. But I would like an order of protection against the YouTube bloggers that's related to the R. Kelly sector.
We'll place a guard outside of her home, ma'am, until Monday morning. She'll be escorted to trial.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Jesus Christ. Pretty much. I think that's all I have.
But hold on. But I will also. I'm sorry, Mr. Fatboy. I wasn't through with Miss Warrior. I would also advise your client to abide by the gag order and to not post about the deceased until after trial. Because that is antagonistic and would cause someone to want to cause her harm.
I will meet with her today to go over your rulings.
Thank you.
Oh man.
It's your turn, Mr. Fatboy.
Yeah, we're I think we're ready to go. I'm gonna get the information in by Saturday.
At noon.
No, I'm gonna get it done today so we can get this over with because I know we got a chat here. Can I speak to them for a second? I'm not going to insinuate anything. I just want them to be there.
Yeah, I feel like he's trying to sway the jury. The chat
we're not going to sway the jury over here.
I'm
I don't
not.
think we should talk about trial until Monday.
Okay, but can I say something to the chat?
We're under the gag order. So
So I
do
can't
with
say
that
I
as you
can't.
will.
I no, I'm saying I'm not going to reference the trial.
And you're
I'm
not
not
going
going
to
to reference
reference
this
the
trial.
deceased or the defendant, correct?
Right. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. But yes, chat. Please come on Monday night. We got to get this done. Let's defend what's right.
Judge, that statement in alone, let's defend what's right.
Didn't I just tell you? Didn't I tell you that this is not an election, sir? You don't just get to go and buy out votes.
Oh man, wow! I didn't try to buy them, but all right. We do have another case. We do have another case that will probably be during that night. Because I know
Okay.
Ty, I don't want to talk too much, but I'm on your ass, Ty.
You cannot address the
that stricken from the
defendant
record
or
as
the
well.
deceased,
I'm
and
sorry.
that is on record.
I'm
And I
sorry.
want you to remember this: if the defendant decides to post a video in violation of my order, because you violated the order twice.
Judge,
Okay.
I want to put on the record that if by chance, some miracle, my client is found guilty, that we will be appealing based off of prosecution misconduct.
That is on that is noted. That's on the record. Thank you.
It's on the record. Okay. I want to thank you, Judge, for being fair. I seem like you're trying to be fair. Yeah.
That is my job.
Yes, and I appreciate you being fair. I'm just gonna say, roll with Oko. I'm on your ass. But listen,
Judge,
I didn't say her name. I did not say her name.
What happened?
I said roll with Oko. I'm on your ass. That can mean many people. Okay. I'm not. That's not per se.
I don't think that we should use any type of profanity in my courtroom. I do not allow profanity in this courtroom.
And Oko was also the group that allowed to be the media coverage for this.
Yes, OCOV is the only group that I'm allowing for media coverage. That is correct.
Okay. Can we go to the next case? I have some motions I want to put in.
Yes, next case. So no one else has anything to say. I'm sorry. Miss Warrior. You have anything else? Miss Warrior, do you have anything else? All right, we can move on to the next case. I've asked 3 times.
Yes, 3 times. Thank you.
Fine.
Thank you. Thank you. Judge. You see how she plays these games? But look, we're gonna the next case, I will be defending Levi for Kelly.
And what is the charges?
All right, his charges is for false advertisement, false relations.
Is his attorney present today?
I am his attorney. That's what I had to defend this because I believe it's bullshit. And Warrior is going to try to prosecute Levi for being pretty much a fraud. And I'm going to prove to you that he's not a fraud.
That's fine. Let's set we will meet about this in chambers, but we will also meet here. Let's go over some if you guys have time, we can go over immediately after trial or during break.
You want to take a break now?
No, I'm saying or during break of trial. If you want to go over some of those pre-trial motions.
We can do it now if you want. It won't take long.
Yeah. I mean, I need breaks to meet with my client.
Are you ready, or do you want to meet with your client?
I already met with him.
Prosecutor Warrior, are you ready to meet about Levi for Kelly? Is that what his name is?
Levi for Kelly.
I'm going to prosecute. I'm going to prosecute. Yes.
So you ready to meet about him?
Well, as far as Levi for Kelly, I'm going to prosecute him.
Yeah. Yes, you're prosecutor.
Yeah, we could definitely meet about Levi for Kelly. Judge, Levi for Kelly, he has already been served with his indictments for fraud and impersonation of a relative.
What about this false advertisement I see? Did he make anything off this advertising?
Absolutely. Yeah.
He made monetary gain?
Absolutely. We currently have the forensics accountants going through all of his record, but so far he has made over $35,000.
Oh
There's,
wow.
there's no proof of that. There is no proof of that.
Okay.
You
Okay.
see,
Okay.
I have not received any
I
documents
understand,
saying
Mr.
that.
Fatboy. Mr. Fatboy,
There's
I
no proof of
understand.
that.
And y'all said y'all are asking for forensics to go over his computer records, his bank records.
We
What
Well,
have,
about
they have
this
already
dollar
gone.
for the king
They're
mess I
currently in
see?
the process of going
What
over
about
it.
this dollar for the king mess I see in the
uh,
document?
it was a legit defense fund, and the people that are charging him saying it's a fraud, and I looked up the paperwork and I validated it was a real defense fund. So I'm requesting actually to get that kind of thrown out or
Okay.
something like that because there's been proof
No,
that it was
Judge,
real.
I asked that it be admitted only because it did turn out to be a legit fund, but there was a period of time in the beginning that it was not legit. And that's the portion that we're going to focus on.
Well, it seems relatable to all the charges, Mr.
Um,
Fatboy.
but I want to
What
request a mistrial. I
does
do
your
want to.
client have anything that would say different about that particular charge about the dollar
Yes,
for the king?
yes, he does. Yes, he does. Now,
Well, if
but I
you,
do want to put in a motion into dismiss this case before it even get to trial.
oh, that's
Um,
what everyone wants to do, Mr. Fatboy.
right, but
But
I want to I'm putting it in right now just so you can rule on it because my client already submitted audio evidence of him being Robert Sylvester Kelly's cousin. He's also
Judge,
submitted
the
information.
audio did not
But
say that he was a
excuse
cousin.
me,
The
ma'am. I
audio
wasn't
said he was
finished.
a
I wasn't
pretend
a
cousin.
judge. You gonna let this happen?
the
I wasn't
audio
even
that
finished.
was submitted to me, Mr. Fatboy, I did not see that it said that he was a cousin.
Listen.
I
You
see
didn't
that
let me finish.
Mr. Whatever his name is, Robert, he claimed to have known the man, but he did not say that he was his blood relative.
Listen,
But that is up for the jury to decide. But
listen.
as of right now, that audio can be submitted, but I don't know if it's going to hurt you by
Okay,
submitting that audio.
okay, but I want to submit it for proof. I also want to submit proof from a blogger on YouTube, um, who is his mentee that confirmed he was his cousin. I want to submit that also into evidence of this. I also want to submit other YouTubers for claiming that this is his cousin who also has spoken to Robert Kelly.
Okay.
Judge,
Um,
Will you guys be bringing a Robert Kelly to testify on Levi's behalf?
Robert Kelly can't testify. He won't be able to make it to the trial due to the fact that his lawyer says he can't. He's not allowed to speak to bloggers. And the only thing I can do for you is have
Does this sir still have pending charges?
yes, and me and his lawyer has discussed that his cousin does have audio that we can play.
well, he
Does
doesn't have any pending charges. He's just currently up for, he's going through an appeal.
Okay, does Mr. Kelly doesn't want to even submit a letter of notarization on the behalf of his cousin?
I have a letter here in crayon that I can send you, but I don't think that'd be suffice. I told him to write it in pen, but he can't really spell correctly.
Well, let's see if we can get someone to help him write that letter. I mean, that would be up to his attorney if
Judge,
he wishes to help his cousin out. But
He could type emails though, but I think that privilege is down right now.
Judge, we keep talking about this cousin. I do plan to present an alternate theory of this crime as
I'm
well.
sorry, his alleged cousin. I apologize.
His alleged cousin.
About that.
See, you
Right.
acknowledge he was his cousin. See.
We will prove that Levi Kelly is in fact his lover and not his cousin.
He is not. I object to that. There's no proof that it's his lover.
We will present it. I will present the discovery.
That would be her case, and up for her to show, Mr. Fatboy. It's up to you to defend your client. She has the burden of proof to prove.
Okay, because I want to actually, can we get some? I want to put another motion and get some of this stuff thrown out because it's circumstantial. First, there is a audio that they sent to me via email saying something like he's a light cousin, but I have another audio saying that he is a cousin. So can we just can I subpoena to get that light cousin audio thrown out?
I don't think that should be thrown out.
I
That
mean,
is very, very,
I
very,
think that it's very relevant,
yeah.
Very relevant.
and it's ultimately the voice of the alleged relative. Am I
Right.
correct? Do we
Correct.
have someone that will verify that that's the voice of the alleged relative?
I don't know who voice it is, but I have the voice of Robert Kelly saying that's his cousin.
It is definitely the voice of Robert Kelly because Robert Kelly is currently in jail, and it keeps coming on the audio saying this is from a correctional facility.
I actually would like to have someone authenticate the voice, if that's okay, and we can
Okay.
still allow it, just as long as we have someone to authenticate the voice.
See, this is what we talk
Unless
about.
if Mr. Robert Kelly cannot come on himself, but
Okay.
if he
I,
can, I'm pretty sure that he can verify that that's his voice. If he cannot, then we need someone to authenticate that, and that could be a
okay.
detective that monitors the phone lines at the facility that he's currently at. That could be anyone, you know.
And can I use other clips as testimony?
Yes, as long as
For
they're
my client?
reliable to the case, of course.
Yes, because see, the
But
defense is trying to.
the what I'm not going to allow, Mr. Fedboy, I think I told you this in chambers, is the what do you call those pictures, side by side pictures that Mr. Levi made, that where he recreated the original picture of his alleged cousin. We are not going to allow those.
If I can get those authenticated, would they go?
They will not be authenticated because the pictures were taken on 2 different dates, and Mr. Levi was recreating Mr. Kelly's photo.
Your Honor, I don't
No,
think that's the case. I don't think that's the case. If I can get them, can I?
we will not
submit-
admit those pictures, those self-made pictures into this trial. No, we're not going to make a mockery of this court.
So the side by side when they're looking like twins is not allowed. Let me write that down. Write that down. Take notes of that. Side by
Judge,
side.
I would like to ask if I could admit a clip of Mr. Levi Kelly crying and trying to lock other people up, and I want to admit a certain clip of Levi going off on Robert Keller, and I would also like to do the clip of him referring to R. Kelly as a stallion as opposed to his cousin.
Oh, we will allow the stallion video. We will allow the video that he's going off on the Mr. Robert Keller.
Judge,
But I will not allow
these
the crying
videos.
video only because that may agitate the jury.
Okay.
Now, Judge, if I play it,
They
can
may
I
cause
play
an
this?
emotional response from the jury. So no, we're not going to allow that one.
Can I play this in the court, right? Like in the pre-motions, because I don't think it's his voice.
Okay,
You know what
let
I
me
mean?
hear. Let me hear.
So I don't think
But
it's his voice.
I do not authenticate voices, by the way.
Right, but I
That's
think
not
this is not
my
even.
line of expertise.
You know, it's not your line of expertise, but I
You're
think
allowed to, we are allowed to hear.
we're allowed to hear. Okay, I just want to know because, um, we're trying. You know, I'm trying my hardest to defend them because a lot of this stuff is circumstantial. You know what I mean? And I
I
know,
admit that there's no physical evidence been submitted.
right? You know, but he. This is his guy's cousin. We can stop playing. This is his cousin.
The alleged cousin. The jury has not ruled.
Okay, you're right. Let me know if you can hear it.
So this is about justice. And we're not going to be a party. We're not going to go along with prosecuting a man and putting him away for the rest of his life. When I see that y'all set it up, and I see we reading it that you set the man up. You had him thinking she was 18. Let him out. and you're under arrest.
Absolutely not.
Okay, now, Judge, if
You are
I know,
trying to get an emotional response from the jury, and
I
I
think
see
that
how
was
the
a waste
jury.
of time because the judge
I,
has already ruled that was not.
I
no,
see
I don't think
exactly
it
how
was.
the jury is
Listen,
acting
this
after this
time.
video, and we are not going to play that during trial. No, sir.
Okay, I wanted to, because I don't think that was him. I think that they have that kind of evidence they're trying to submit, and I don't think it
I
was
understand, but
Levi
that
from
will
Kelly.
not. When we're talking about justice and we're talking about locking and setting people up, absolutely not. That is not going to be allowed in my court.
Okay, yes, and I also want to. This is why another reason I want the case dismissed is because this is frivolous. It's a
Well,
frivolous claim.
what proof do you have that this is his actual cousin?
I have Robert Sylvester Kelly saying this is his cousin.
Okay, just save it for trial.
Save it for trial. Okay.
Just save it for trial.
And
Anything
we have
else before?
others. I have witnesses.
No,
that,
Judge, I'm done. I'm completely ready to go on the Mr. Levi Kelly case.
and
Okay.
Judge, can you please make the prosecutor not make this personal?
I don't
No
think I
one
have to make
seems
it
to
personal.
have an emotional response to anything but you, Mr. Fatboy, and I mean that in the most respectable way. On the last case, we got an emotional response from you, and now this one, we're having an emotional response from you. And now I have someone trying to recuse me as the judge because I don't agree with this emotional response you're trying to get from the jurors.
So, Judge, can I ask you a question, Judge?
Is
Because I'm
that
here
the
for my.
defendant? Is that the defendant from the last case we were talking about?
You talking? Listen, that's old shit. I'm sorry.
Judge, the language.
I'm sorry. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
we do not use profanity
I'm
in this
sorry.
courtroom, but is
No,
that the
I'm sorry.
defendant that from the last case we just discussed? Because I want to say
Listen,
this off the record. I'm going to remember that. Let's continue.
can I say something off the record?
No. Yes, you can. You may.
This is off the record. I think you guys are full of shit. No, we back.
Everybody
We
need to
back on the
stop waiting
record.
for a Grammy, man. Or was it an Emmy? An Emmy award.
Listen, we're back on record now. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm back on record. Oh no, and even with the last trial we talked about, you saying I got to get this down because we're doing two cases. If I can provide proof of the killing, the day of the killing.
Are we back on the first case?
We're back on the first case, sir. That was you
I
need
want to go back and before we close
you
out.
need a foul. You need a foul. You need a foul.
Okay. Well, Judge, you're here now, so I don't know why we're doing the same cases. I don't understand why we just
Okay. Well, let's close this case up. Let's close this case up.
Okay, with the whole Levi fraud
Miss
thing.
Warrior, do you have anything to say regarding the Mr. Levi for alleged cousin Kelly?
No, I see you at trial.
Okay.
Okay. So was my motion dismissed for dismissal or
which motion? We are not allowing the video.
No, I'm saying
No,
dismissal.
we're not dismissing the case. I think that it's a pretty good argument on both sides. We are going to proceed to go to trial.
Okay. Yes, Judge. I feel you know what. All right. Can we just go back to the other child because I feel like you're trying to. Can I say this off the record? Off the record.
No, we're not going to go off the record anymore. I think we need to stay right on schedule so we can proceed to trial on Monday. Trial on Monday will be against a Miss Ty Roll with Old Cove.
Yes.
Okay.
Did
you have something else you need to put in?
It's apparent we had a whole bunch of people come in the chat. I know where they go. But
okay.
We was pretty much I just wanted to submit some more stuff in on the behalf of the late Denise.
Yes. Do we have a witness list? I'm sorry, I meant to ask this before. Now that we're back on this, do we have a witness list? Does we have anyone?
I have a witness
on
list
the deceased behalf, or do we have anyone who's going to speak on Ty's behalf?
I do plan to call Kel's Tears, and I plan to call Wings.
Okay.
Can they be cross-examined?
Yes, they will be able to be cross-examined. Yes, sir. Of course. That's how court works.
I don't know if she can make it.
What about your witnesses? Mr. Fat Boy.
I'm gonna be calling Blade. I'm gonna be
Okay.
calling
Is that the same one who's violating the gag order right now?
excuse me, Blade in the chat. You can't reference anything dealing with
The deceased.
the deceased. You can't do that. And you're not gonna violate violating her order blatantly.
And
Judge,
Blade,
can you please not address my client in the chat, please?
yeah, please do not address her client. And Blade, did you hear that you're being subpoenaed to testify on Monday?
You're being subpoenaed to testify Monday. Yes. Cheers, you are being subpoenaed to testify on the behalf of Ty, but you will
And
be
Wings.
cross-examining. Wings.
Wings.
If I could get I know this is won't be a fan favorite, but I'm trying to get Peggy to testify. Can you write her down?
Judge, I think that would bring too much hostility.
Peggy is her last name Dish Rag?
Dish Rag Peggy.
Yeah. Oh, yes. If we can get her here, you know, we subpoenaed her.
I'm subpoenaing you, Peggy. I don't know you. Please don't look me up and send my information around. I just want you to testify on behalf of the late Denise Brewer. I don't want to really call her deceased because I think that's taking it too far.
But this is your case. You're saying that she is deceased, correct?
I want to call. Yes, she is.
You wanted to address her by her first name?
Yes, I don't want her to be called deceased or anything. Ruby,
Okay, well,
I'm calling you to testify.
Denise, the alleged deceased.
Yes.
Judge, what if I can prove that his alleged deceased is still alive?
Ooh. Oh, I think we'll have to cross that bridge when we get there. I would hope not. We wouldn't be bringing false charges against this young lady.
Judge, what if I could prove to you that she is included in the Holy Trinity?
I'll be willing to hear it.
I'm gonna lay this out here early first. We know how this goes. Everybody knows there's the father.
I will be arresting Ruby if she doesn't abide by my subpoena.
Right. Yes.
We'll have to place her on home incarceration until it's time for court.
All right. So I will be sending Homeland. But listen, we know there's the Father, the Son, the niece, and the Holy Spirit.
Oh no.
So is this a trial about religion, sir?
It's not about religion, but she earned her rightful place. She rode well. She's gonna hit on you here.
Separation of state and religion.
Listen. There have been reminiscences of a ghost, you know what I'm saying? But I know it's not her. I'm putting that in the pre-trial motions.
Okay, well, you have that on the record. Anything else?
Yes, Blade, you're gonna have to testify. Can you tell who they have to testify?
Yes, you are being subpoenaed to testify Monday evening. At what time? What time?
Preferably 9:00.
Okay, yes, we're going to keep testimony very short and sweet for both sides. This won't drag on and on and on.
And can you do one thing for me, Judge? During this process, I want certain things. I want certain clips I know that want to be played so I can object to. I don't want it to be played. I do not want a funeral to be played of the woman.
Oh, I don't think we would disrespect the dead like that.
I don't want to complete
a funeral.
I do not want a
smoking is allowed in my courtroom, just no profanity.
Right. Okay. I do not want a clip of the plaintiff's prior, progressions. Like she was outside claiming she would beat her ass like Ty.
Judge,
I don't think this should be
those videos that she played. Those videos he's speaking of
is the day of the alleged killing.
Yes.
I don't think it should be played.
I think any videos that happen on the day of the alleged killing should be played.
But
I think any and all of them on the day of the alleged killing should be played.
But that's the day that Ty killed her.
Judge,
that's why
I not been proven that my client has killed anyone.
that the alleged killing took place. Mr. Fat Boy, please make sure your verbiage is correct.
Judge, I'm confused because Ty was at that Ross.
Judge, there is no evidence.
I understand. If you can prove that she was present during a video that was being made, then that is you are able to prove that. But any footage of the day of the alleged killing is allowed. I'm allowing it in.
Well, Judge,
I'm allowing it in, and that's final, Mr. Fat Boy.
We had the tire tracks from the
So
murder.
if you can prove the ties in the video, that's even better for your case, right?
We had the tire tracks.
That's even better for your case, right?
Her tire tracks.
I'm
You can
confused.
subpoena the
Prosecution
sidetrack.
is acting like this is trial. Is this trial or pre-trial motions?
This is pre-trial.
Well, he's acting like it's trial. He's arguing his case.
We're not arguing the case, sir.
Listen, see, look, you see the defendants out here putting out information about the specific days, and she got the clip and all of that. This shouldn't be tolerated in a courtroom.
There's a gag order. There is a gag order on her.
Yeah, she's talking right now.
Judge, I asked that he did not speak or have any type of communication with my client, regardless of what she's putting in the chat.
You need to discuss with your client about this gag order as soon as possible.
I will, but I have not had time to speak.
She hasn't had a chance to speak with her client.
Wait, well, she can hear her right now. She's in this. She can
I
hear
have
right
not
now.
had a time to speak with my client in private.
Judge, this is. Listen, you see that the
and we don't even know if that is the actual tie that's in our that is independent. We would need to validate this YouTube account.
Okay. All right. Look, we're gonna find out if it's his tie.
But if I go on the YouTube channel and there's any post about Denise the deceased, I will hold her in contempt.
Can she block her videos out?
No, I'm talking about after it's been made after my order was put out.
Okay.
Right.
And can I put I want to put an ankle monitor on her leg or on her chair or something so I can make sure she's
not.
Absolutely not. She is out. She's out on bond. I don't even want to discuss that. She is out on bond. She has not violated her. She has not violated anything. She's fine.
You guys are taking this is
no. You are asking for things that are absurd, sir. You are abusing my courtroom.
No, I'm not abusing your courtroom, Judge. I'm over here asking for regular basic things.
She doesn't need to be put on house arrest. She's out on bond. Has there been any violations?
She was in Baltimore February 12th at Ross. I have the proof.
She wouldn't have been out on bond then, sir. The killing hadn't happened.
Just before you, we was in front of another judge, and we
the killing hadn't happened then.
Say that again.
She couldn't have been out on bond.
No, she's out on bond because she's supposed to be in home confinement.
No, my client is not supposed to be in home confinement.
I don't see no home confinement on the bond release forms.
Listen, Judge, I'm asking you, can you approve my motion? So I'm going to limit her social media use.
Like that little video you played. I believe you're trying to get an emotional reaction from this jury.
No, I'm not. I want to listen. I can't get an emotional reaction out of the jury. They know what happened. They know she was there, and she was at Ross.
Okay, was Denise the alleged deceased?
Well, I want to know how the jury
was she allegedly deceased at the Ross?
She didn't go back live after the Ross.
Okay, so this would have been before Ty was arrested and let out on bond, correct?
No, we got Ty afterwards.
Okay, so she hadn't violated anything, right? When she got to Baltimore, sir, the city of Baltimore, she was not out on bond release. So no, she did not violate on that date.
We had to go pick her up. We had to send,
So if she had went back to Baltimore after you picked her up, then she would have been in violation, correct?
Right.
She did not go back, sir.
Okay, so
and anytime she needs to leave her city, her state, or her country, she needs to consult with her attorney, who will then put in a motion with me, and I will decide if she's able to go right now. But because trial is so close, she is not able to travel at this moment.
But I just want to know, how can this woman continuously get away with these things?
My client has a name, this woman. That's very...
You told me not to mention the client's name. I tried.
No, I did not. I said don't address my client. I did not say...
Well, that was addressing the woman.
When speaking in context...
excuse me, this is a courtroom, and if you need to talk to each other, please don't do so until I instruct you to. Please address me.
All right, can we meet at the whatever?
I'm more than happy to meet in chambers. I'm more than happy.
This is off the record.
We're off the record. My courtroom is now closed.
No, it's not closed. They can they can hear it, but the court is closed.
I
It's
need
closed.
to bang my gavel. Is it closed?
No, it's not. We still going back because I need to say something off the record.
Okay.
Now, Warrior, you know goddamn well she was at that motherfucking Ross.
My Kyrie was not at the Ross. You can stop playing. Why are you trying to put her in places she ain't been?
Listen, nigga, she was there.
You attacking a black woman trying to take her down.
She was there. No, I'm not trying to take a black woman down.
Yes, you are. She ain't do this. You know she didn't do this.
Listen, no, she did this shit, and I proved it. I got the Samsung phone, and I got the motherfucking mouse.
Well, I got
the memes. I got the memes.
Ooh, order in the court. Order in the court. I know this is off the record, but order in the goddamn court.
Damn, Warrior, you gonna defend her to no end. You getting all my shit blocked. Everything I can fight with, you taking away. Everything I can fight with, you taking away. With damn,
because she gonna walk on this one. She gonna walk.
She ain't gonna walk on shit. She didn't do it.
She's innocent.
She ain't gonna walk on shit. She's a murderer, and she's trying to commit
innocent.
other murders.
Absolutely not.
She's a murderer.
She's 100% innocent, and I refuse to allow you to take her.
Can we at least get house arrest?
Absolutely. For what? She didn't do anything.
She did do something. She was in Baltimore.
Okay, so what about present? Yeah, I want to call your deceased to the stand.
Who?
Your deceased. Your victim.
Is this still off the record?
You can't call. Yeah, it's off the record. You can't call somebody who's not here.
How are you calling the deceased to the stand? May I ask?
Listen, what you gonna pull a ghost up here? You gonna go dig her up? Shit.
Because the supposed date of death, I have a video dated the next day of her dancing.
Listen. You can need to provide that to the courts.
And then I also have a video of her going on the channel apologizing for her.
No, but this all post dated. It all said from. It said from.
Before you brought charges against her.
No. I have proof that they post dated. I spoke to the family. It was pre-made.
Okay.
No, absolutely not. She's apologizing for faking her own death.
Listen, no, that didn't happen. That's why I said, Judge,
do we have the deceased ready to come into the court and testify? If not, you need to get the voice authenticated.
Right. I need voice. Listen, because the people out here playing games and stuff, putting people voices on shit, and I know
there's different types of technology that would definitely allow people to use other people's voices.
Judge,
so I need it to be authenticated that it's her apologizing for faking the death.
She's on
and if she faked the death, then her ass is under arrest, and this is still off the record, correct?
Listen, no.
She's on camera on her own live.
I ain't seen no remnants of them. You know, shit. There is a video. There's even a video talking about her lawyer. She called me a faggot from hell.
Anyone that fakes a death from YouTube.
She called me a faggot from hell, but I know she did already.
He's talking about the victim. How does she call him a faggot from hell if she's still here?
Listen. She's not here. It's her ghost.
Ghosts do not appear in the flesh, and she's on video.
Listen, Warrior.
Okay, we shall see a trial. But this is
off the record.
Faking death, being in two cities at the same time.
She was not in two cities. She was in. Listen. Tire road. Okay, let's off the record, right? This is what I got. I got tire marks. Okay, tire marks that matches tires.
You know how many of those chairs are out there that is not. Listen, you cannot say it's hers.
I got a different kind of
serial number on those tire tracks. No.
Yes, I have one, and it matches hers.
Do you have an expert? A tire mark expert?
I have an expert on tire marks.
Okay.
And I have an expert
forensic.
Okay, well, I mean, we shall see what the expert's testimony is.
And we also have
evidence that my client was nowhere near the East Coast during
listen,
that
we
day,
also have
the day before or the day after.
Warrior, we have a funeral that I tried to get dismissed on your behalf because they had a funeral for her.
Okay, and it was also explained in that video because I will use the portion that I need to use of that video. They explained that it was to bury the talk about her.
No. See what I'm saying? See, I don't agree with that. You guys,
this is premeditated.
If you can use one part of the video, I can use the other part.
Yes, that is very true.
Premeditated murder.
Either we gonna use it or we not.
So is that why you're charging her with murder one because it was premeditated?
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Yes. And you know, I'm in
So
Florida.
wait
We
a minute.
charge them for murder and everything.
Why was it her? Why did you choose her?
Because the tire tracks, the Samsung phone, and the mouse.
Okay, so there's
And I
20
believe there's a
people with
video of someone of a lot of outpour that said that she was the reason why the lady,
Right.
expired. Correct?
We have witnesses out here. Everybody's trying to act like we don't have witnesses out here. Blade
Judge,
was a
I have
witness.
the best witness of all. I have his so-called victim.
No, I have.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. No, that's not how that goes because man, it was
So
predated.
prior to the lady's expiration date,
They had a predate. Hold
they
on. They
have
had a
her speaking with other people saying that Ty was the reason why she was expiring. Correct?
right. Her and
And you
Ty
have
must have had
this
some real beef.
information to submit.
Yes, I have it to submit, and I also
Okay.
want to. And you know what? I want to. Oh,
And
we're
you're gonna
coming back
turn
off
all
the
this
record.
over before noon tomorrow. Correct?
We're coming off the record right now. We're coming on the record right now. I'm sorry, we're on the record because I want to change something. I want to have all videos dismissed
Absolutely not.
on the case.
Now you judge when he thought these videos went in his benefit, he wanted them there. But
No,
now
I
that
want all
he
dismissed
understands that if we
because it's
use it,
probable
we use
If
cause.
I
it the
had a
wrong way.
list of videos to see which ones I could allow
Judge
and
Beast,
dismiss, I don't have a list, so I
Judge
don't know
Beast,
what's being used.
Judge Beast. I want anything. Cause look, we're discussing. She made. I remember me saying that she made videos prior to her death.
Yes.
Right. They made a funeral prior to her death.
Okay.
So are we
Judge,
using the
the
videos
video
that
was
she made
years.
prior to her
No,
death?
no.
It
I
was
want them
over a
all
year.
out because everything was made prior to the actual murder. Everything was
It was
post dated.
over a year.
It was post dated. It was post dated. Her
Absolutely.
apologizing was future dated. Everything else was.
I will be calling an expert witness to
I'm
show
going
that
to allow the videos.
Listen.
excellent.
Oh my God. Just this was this. All right, I'm going off the record.
No,
Sir,
Judge,
you don't get to
anytime
decide when we
he
go
want
on
to
and
talk
off the
to a
record.
sucker he don't agree with, he go off the record. How
I'm going
come
off the record.
he keeps going off the record?
Why
I'm
you want
going
to
off
keep
the
going
record
off the record, sir?
because I don't believe some of this stuff should be discussed to the public. Now listen, Judge Beach, you full of shit. You see I'm grasping. You see I'm grasping for something. Give me something.
Listen, I know you're grasping. But if you're going to use videos, they have to be able to use videos too.
I don't want no videos being used.
She already approved videos.
Yeah, I've already signed off on that one. I'm sorry, sir, but I feel like the videos benefit you more than her if this is off the record.
No, but see, this is off the record, but it doesn't benefit me because
it
she
shows
posted
the
videos.
premeditation. It shows the premeditation. Do you understand that part of your charges?
Listen, I understand that, but I can prove that without the videos, and she can prove the
What
murder.
he realizes is that my client is not speaking in any of those videos. The videos is simply the deceased herself talking shit about other people. You do not hear
all those videos.
You do not hear my client.
Listen, Miss Warrior. These videos have to be relatable to this case, to this murder. I don't just want to hear a whole bunch of lip smacking and neck rolling from the deceased. This is off the record, correct?
The main video
I don't want to hear all this stuff.
Is the videos of the day before and the day of the killing are the ones that I'm most interested in.
Okay. See, Judge, look. I know you're going to see.
And then one of her miraculous return to YouTube.
Listen, it was not a return to YouTube.
Oh, any videos that were made by the deceased following her being deceased, I am going to say that it's not her, and I'm not going to allow those.
Thank you.
Even if
she's deceased.
But listen, Judge. There's one video where she's supposedly deceased the day before, but I can prove that there was an event that took place a day after.
That video will be allowed, but anything after that, that's within the same 24 hours.
Yeah, you're right.
The law. I said anything that happened that day of the killing was allowed, but anything after that is not going to be allowed because I am assuming that this lady is deceased. Correct?
Well, if
Yeah,
I can prove that this was a public event that happened.
That video is allowed, Miss Warrior. You have
if
that.
you don't have the dates to prove it, I don't want to hear
Yes,
it.
It's within the
I have the
24-hour
flyers
time
and
frame of
everything.
the killing.
Thank you.
See, this is my thing with Judge. I know we off the record still because we didn't come back. I
No,
don't
we
want
did come back.
No, we did. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, we're not doing no more off the record, no more sidebars.
Okay, no more sidebars. All right, well, I'm gonna
You
say
just
this.
accused me of being biased, and I feel like I need a witness every time I talk to you now.
Oh my God, we have literally
I think I need the
106
court
people.
reporter every time I talk to you now.
Listen, no, because I feel like I can recant that statement about you being biased. Can I recant that?
Judge, he keeps using I feel. This is not in your feelings. This is about law.
Yes, he's very emotionally attached to this case.
No,
And I
because
hope it doesn't ruin your chances at trial, because it will come off to the jury like you're very emotional.
no,
And that's
because
my warning to you, Mr. Fat Boy.
okay, look, okay, Judge, I'm gonna
We're
lay this
all
out for you.
colleagues in a sense. And this is my
You're right.
warning.
We're all colleagues. You're right. I'm just
The
gonna lay this out.
emotional response will come off to the jury like that.
I'm gonna lay it like this. I'm gonna say it like this, Judge. I haven't I just have an issue with the way the judicial system is handling this process. And it's not per se with you. You see the lawyer on the other side is giving me a difficult time about certain things, and she's not submitting certain things. She
She's
says
not
she has
submitting
videos
certain
that she haven't
things.
submitted.
Any and all evidence has to be turned over to each other,
She has not turned
whether
anything over
she's
to me.
using it or not. Now,
She
I've
has
given
not
you
turned
both a
anything over.
deadline of tomorrow at 12, and I'm over talking about this case, sir.
Judge, the burden of proof is on him. Why is he trying to turn the burden of proof on me?
Correct.
Right, but she just came out on a public record stating that she's still alive. Prove to me that she's still alive.
And I will send it to you in my discovery.
And your discovery.
Yes, I have never discussed someone dead this long, sir. We
No,
have to
because
move on. We have to move on.
Listen. I had a
Now,
murder
for
weapon.
this trial, I don't want to hear about nothing else. I understand you have the murder weapon. I understand that you have it.
Okay.
Now, what is this about doo-doo daycares and stuff?
See this. You see what I'm saying? Doo-doo daycares. This shit has not. Listen, I'm sorry.
Who has a doo-doo daycare?
She's talking about the young lady.
Nothing to do with my client. The doo-doo
Your
daycare
client
was
is
brought out by
still
somebody
slandering. She's still slandering.
It has that came out on someone else's channel who brought up legal documents to say that this person had a doo-doo daycare. That had nothing to do with my client.
Was it proven?
Oh, the deceased had a doo-doo daycare.
Yes.
Right. The constant slander. I don't think she has
the deceased with a doo-doo daycare. That's a lot of D's.
I
Say
don't
that
think
5
she
times
has
fast, y'all.
That had nothing to do with my client.
Off the record. Say that 5 times fast. Denise, the deceased with the doo-doo daycare. Say that 5 times fast. Off the record.
I can't even say it one time. I'm not uttering that.
Oh Lord.
Judge, I feel like this court is being made a mockery of right now.
Yes, you're making a mockery of this court by even bringing these charges against my client.
And Judge, I feel like even for you to read the doo-doo daycare, it's a little extreme.
Well, sir, I have to read the comments from my pool of people.
So hold on, Judge. You said you could read the comments, so you don't clearly see roll width.
I do not know if that account has been authenticated. I do not know.
Can I submit it? Can I put in a document to put on the screen that I can prove this is her?
At this
you
time,
cannot prove that it's her.
Yes, I can.
Not unless you can show me an IP address. It's not her.
Okay, I got one for you.
Then don't put it on the screen. Email it to me.
I'm putting it on the screen because I want proof.
You email it to me and the judge.
I'm putting it on the screen.
You asked him not to put that stuff on the screen, as opposed to I don't want my client.
Can I submit it for the public to see?
Oh, we're not doing any doxing over here. I've had enough D's for the day. We're not doing no more doxing.
It's not doxing. It's not a real name. It's just the profile that I clicked on and it proved it was her.
It doesn't mean that it's her.
She has not had the time to talk to her client yet.
But she has her picture on here.
The judge made the ruling just now, and I asked that I be
Why are you
allowed to
talking
speak
down
with
to
my
me,
client
ma'am?
in
Why are you
private
talking down to me? Why
because you
are
don't
you
seem
talking
to
down
get
to
it.
me? No, I'm not going to get it because you are spewing lies.
I didn't say anything but my client. How is that a lie? I've been
You're
talking
lying
to
for
you.
your
Y'all
I've
need
been
to
in
save
court
these
talking.
arguments for trial.
I've been in court talking. I have not had time to speak to my client in
The judge is
private.
getting very hungry.
Listen, the
I'm
judge is
hungry.
getting hungry, and I'm getting angry about a minute. But
I'm
I'm going to put
hungry.
this on. Since you haven't ruled on it yet, since the paperwork ain't been signed, I'm still showing it, so it shouldn't count.
I haven't
Correct?
ruled on what? I didn't know I had to make a
It don't
ruling on
count for
something.
her. Your rulings count, right? Your rulings count. Well, since it don't
Yes,
count,
my rulings should count and it should be respected as such.
right? But then why Ty's not respecting it? Look what she just put in. Look what she just put in the chat. I'll put it on the screen for you. What about that? Who was that?
Granted me time after this court date to speak with
Yes, I have.
my client.
Who was this?
Judge, I please ask that you have him to put my client off the screen.
Who was this? This woman
I feel
here.
like
I
he's
am
trying
requesting.
to judge. This is direct
Listen, this
influence
woman
over
here
the
should be
jury.
on house arrest. I'm granting the
And
judge.
not
I'm
only is
begging
this
you to grant that motion.
direct influence on the jury, it also puts my client in danger of these YouTube blockers, which you specifically put a guard outside of her house to protect her from. Now she's put on blast by the prosecution. I feel like the prosecution is putting my client in more danger.
I can't. She's putting herself in more danger out here rolling around in Baltimore killing people.
Judge, he has not proved that my client even went to Baltimore. Can I get a plane ticket? Can I get some kind of travel arrangement?
Mm-hmm.
You want me to put that? You want to put that public too?
Can you put it in your discovery?
Yeah,
No.
put it in the discovery that's due by noon tomorrow.
Okay. By noon tomorrow. I had to put it on there again. You see those pictures? I know that's the same dog, the same font, and everything. Jury, I'm not trying to persuade you before the trial. I just want you guys to use your mind. That's it.
Judge, this prosecutor has it's personal with him.
Listen.
I'm going to also provide phone records that this prosecutor has been harassing my client offline.
Oh. Prosecutor?
Can you get the authentic records of that, please? Because I have
Yes,
not.
we'll have to get those records authenticated.
They
Yes, I
can
need
be
to.
authenticated, Judge. They can be authenticated.
Because I called your client about a 30-year plea deal.
Why are you calling? She has representation.
You need to talk to her lawyer, sir. She has an attorney for a reason.
Ma'am, your client is claiming
You are no longer allowed to speak with her without her attorney present. Her attorney has been on the record since the beginning.
Listen. Okay, well, I won't make any contact with her anymore. Okay.
You can make contact with her via her attorney.
Warrior, I'll make the contact with you, and we can go from there. I just don't like the fact of the slandering campaign that's been going on against this woman, Denise. Even in her past, and she still gets slandered.
The judge just made a ruling, and as I said before, I will speak with my client about it after the court is over.
Yes, you keep bringing up the same things that I've already made a ruling on, sir. Okay. I ruled in your favor.
Okay. And is the defendant now if she doesn't show up to court Monday, can she lose?
My client will be in court on Monday, Judge.
She has to show up.
If she don't show up
in the court on the panel next to her attorney.
Okay. If she don't come on the panel, she will be. It's a default, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
We have held off on this case long enough, and I have more cases on my calendar.
Because I've been waiting for weeks, and it's not.
Why have you been waiting for weeks?
Because
you have something personal against my client.
All right. Can we get a sidebar? I'm
with the court reporter, because you have accused me of being biased, and I don't want to talk to you anymore without a
I just need one more sidebar, and I'm gonna worry
all right.
All right. Look, first of all, nobody else wanted to represent this motherfucker. Okay. Nobody. I didn't ask everybody. I didn't ask the chat. I didn't ask everybody. Nobody said. Everybody say no. No. Hell. Fuck no. So I'm trying.
Nobody wanted to represent who? The deceased?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't saying.
Yeah.
The prosecutor's supposed to be for the people.
I'm for the people. I'm YouTube. And I'm getting backfired in my own fucking chat. You see this shit? I'm gonna get cussed out tomorrow. They gonna be like, this motherfucker went live. We had a pre-chat. Oh man. Fuck all y'all. All right, we're going back to everything. Fuck everybody.
All right, can court be adjourned and we just talk about something
Yeah,
else?
we finna get off this bit. Fuck that.
Yes,
We
please.
finna get off, but time bringing your ass down.
Judge,
Oh,
another personal attack against my client.
it was not personal. It don't take effect until I consult. We all had, you consult with her.
You said you're
That's-
taking her
That's
down.
not being signed until afterwards.
You said you're taking her down.
Oh,
The
I'm
chat
sorry.
seems to like your client.
No, listen.
Yeah, they do.
We have the defendant in the chat swaying viewers. That there
Put my
alone, me walking is not
picture on
swaying.
the screen.
Okay, look, we got 2 minutes. I'm gonna give it 2 minutes. That's it, and then we're gonna let you go.
You giving
And
what to
fast-
me?
I'm taking a vote.
That's what I'm trying to
That's it.
figure out. What's 2 minutes?
I'm giving the chat a vote.
You
Put a
taking a
vote
pre-trial
on
vote?
Yeah,
Wait, how you gonna do
just
it?
asking a question.
I never heard that before. A pre-travel.
It's just a question. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing.
Is this like the
I-
jury questionnaire?
If
Yeah. No, it ain't. No, it's something simple. Y'all ain't gonna be mad at.
but can they?
It ain't
Why
that
can't we just say, can they be fair in this case?
Hold on.
I don't think anything that comes out in trial should be included.
They ain't
Yeah,
nothing.
me neither.
I was asking a question to the chat. Can y'all please? Y'all got a couple minutes to vote. We ain't expect too many votes.
Oh, I
Judge,
can't vote in this. I am in the middle.
I did not
It
say.
will tell you how hard you got to come on Monday. You got to come harder or not.
Listen, I got one. Yes.
I'm not voting in that.
I'm not either. I'm in the middle.
Ty's not. Look at this.
You know
man.
what? I'm gonna vote yeah, because she's getting off. Like that's crazy.
Nah, you're not supposed to work.
Don't vote. All right,
Defendant.
I won't vote. I won't vote.
Don't vote. Don't vote. This is some bullshit, though. I done seen 5 people vote. I can't get a pity, yeah.
There's a lot of
pity
people
yellow
in there
card.
for it to only be 5 votes. Come on, y'all. Don't be scared. Everybody's invited to trial. Everybody's invited to be a part of the jury.
Oh God.
Even the deceased herself.
Right?
No, everybody's invited.
Wait, how's the deceased gonna hit the button?
Listen, please don't antagonize my client.
I'm not. I'm just saying everybody is able to be here and to vote.
We're waiting.
And you done played murder on my mind.
Right?
Listen. He didn't do
Yellow
it.
paper around his body. It's getting on the side.
Hey, I didn't write the lyrics to that song.
Mm-hmm.
We got 9 votes. You guys are so full of it. This is why, you know what, man? This is the fair system we got. Oh, thank God. Oh, somebody with some common sense. Come on, guys.
Oh, you see, Justin.
Oh, 2 of them. I'm not trying to sway the jury. I put up a good argument today, and I know I did for my motions.
You did.
Only a couple got approved. Seemed like everything Warriors putting out was getting down, but I'm going to bring it on trial night. I might even put on a little suit.
I'm just going to be very honest with you. I'm going to defend my client to the end.
Remember, no ponytails, no antagonists.
You better bring your A game.
Yeah, while they voting, you guys, we're going to listen to this song to pretty much take us out.
How you going to restart? Look, you cheated. You restarted the time.
I didn't restart the time. I'm just going to play a song so I can end this shit. This is Ty Motto right here.
Okay.
It's what she told me when I called her. All right, I'm closing the poll on that. I made motherfucking progress. We got 20 votes on it. I got 35% of the 20 votes. You know what? That's gonna flip on Monday. I'm gonna bring out that evidence and spank Ty ass in court. I'm sorry, spank the defendant in court. You know what I'm saying? Justice for Brewer. Justice for Brewer, motherfuckers. I'm sorry, justice for Brewer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's all I had to say. You got anything else to say, Warrior? This shit done.
Nope. See y'all at trial.
Oh man, they done fucked the poll. Somebody had to vote to fuck up the poll. The judge has left, and she will be back Monday. Y'all have a good day.